You think we should interview some CrossFitters?
Okay.
Someone really winning awards and stuff. Testing. Students.
Hello, everybody. This is the Gascaprunagades podcast, also known as the Trailcast. I'm your host, Levi Black Eagle, and we are going to go on an adventure. So lace up them shoes, grease up those nipples, and put some Band-Aids on those ass cheeks, and let's talk running. Trail running. The Gascaprunagades podcast. Trailcast. Do you think you could sing the song?
Sing the music song?
Hum the song.
I don't think I can recognize the song if I heard it anywhere.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Levi Black Eagle. With me, as always, is Dr. J. Jason Cummins. Jason, how the hell are you?
How the hell are you?
I'm sick. I'm under the weather.
Sick as in cool sick, or
No.
feeling ill?
I felt like my throat
Are you feeling ill?
licensed to ill. No, I am. I don't know. Is it strep? Something that hurts. It felt like my throat was closing last night.
Too much
Scared me.
sriracha will do that to you.
It could be. I actually had sriracha yesterday.
Yep, too much sriracha. Is that how you say it? Sriracha?
Sriracha. I think I'm just going to keep my nose rested on this from now on.
Sriracha.
I've noticed I've kind of drifted from my mic every once in a while. Eric spoke right into the mic.
Yeah, he did really good on his interview.
How come you're doing it?
Come here, resting your nose on the mic.
I don't know. I figured if I just point my nose at the brand.
Yeah, you could hear him really good.
You could.
He's a good speaker.
I felt like we were cutting in and out, but he was like real clear. Maybe it's just because we recorded the iPad instead of the computer too. I don't know.
I felt like we were talking like savages.
We were.
Pretty uncivilized.
Uncivilized.
Sauvage.
Sauvages. Check. I think I need to speak up. Okay. So, how's it going? Any new news?
None that I'm aware of. There's probably something that I should have to talk about, but
Hey.
I seen something where it said there's two types of Indians, the A kind and the E kind. What kind are you?
I'm the E. I know it.
Yee. I'm the Yee kind.
I thought that no, there is, huh? Around here I feel like women say A, but the men say E.
The men say Yee.
E.
And the ladies say A.
Yeah. Just around here, because I know.
When they slap their leg and they flip their head back, they say A. Tell my wife when I have a really good joke, when she laughs, she hits me in the arm. That's how I know I made it funny.
I'm yet to reach that level. They just hit my arm because I'm bad.
It's being a naughty boy, huh? And that's when you get hit. We, I think in Lodgegrass growing up, Tommy Whiteman, he's the one who came up with herbs.
Really?
Yep, I attribute it to him because we were on a field trip.
Mm-hmm.
And this big semi went by, and on the side of the semi, it said herbicide.
Uh-huh.
And there was an H in front of that herbicide.
Yeah.
And we could barely talk English anyway. Even if that's all you spoke, you could barely talk it.
Uh-huh.
And everybody kind of kept, herbicide. And we were really having a tough time. And then our teacher got mad and said, herbs. It's herbs. And then that kind of triggered it, and everyone kept laughing and saying herbs. And
Really?
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
and then so shout out Tommy, you invented something that
We need to take a moment for that because that is crazy. Because herbs, if like to put it in today's perspective, like if you do a viral video, it gets like a million hits on the interwebs.
So this was an actual meme without technology.
Yeah, because herbs is everywhere now, and we're known for it.
And there's kind of like spin-offs of herbs, like a Shrerbs. Oh, what else? Schweebs.
That's when you know you made it, when they do spin-offs of what you made.
Herbs. What else?
Heebs.
Heebs.
There is all sorts of variations of it, huh?
And basically it means like whatever, right?
Yeah, kind of like.
It means yee.
It means yee.
A whole discussion about the origins of herbs.
Well, now we don't have to because we know where it originated.
So I think it was Tommy, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, that's where you first heard it was Tommy? But then if you saw the birth of it too, huh, on the train, then.
Yeah, on our field trip.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Because I don't know why, whenever we've seen a funny word growing up,
Mm-hmm.
we would record it. We would repeat it.
Uh-huh.
Repeat it. Like, I forgot who it was, but one of our teachers made us learn the word grimace.
Yeah.
We thought that was a pretty funny word, so everyone kept saying grimace.
Not just from the McDonald's character?
That was a strange name for a strange character. Huh?
What was he anyhow?
Like a purple hash brown or something.
A purple hash brown.
Anyways, there you go.
Yeah, those are your tidbits for the day.
Beeps.
The father of herbs and purple hash browns.
Hey.
News. I guess they're off. Not, I shouldn't say I guess, but the first Monday of every month from here until the Bighorn, Wayne will be holding his annual refresher, which is a good class, especially if you're a beginner, to go and get enlightened for all things trail running. There's probably things you don't know, and it's just a good environment to get around and see fellow trail runners. Maybe you can connect and say, hey, you're running. There's people of all levels and all skills, so we really encourage you to attend. Do you know when?
He's going to meet tonight. Is it tonight? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Monday. So the first Mondays of the month.
Yep.
At Crow Agency School in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
And word has it, he's going to bring his famous salsa.
He has his famous salsa?
Yep, he's got famous salsa. He's got
I didn't know that.
Salsa. He makes good salsa.
Really? Are we talking about Eddie or Wayne?
We're talking about Wayne.
Really? I don't know.
Him and Eddie and Wayne could have a salsa battle.
They should have
a salsa battle.
And if it's a tie, they could have a breakdance battle.
Yep, breaking. That'll be fun. They should come to the class. I've been to the class Wayne has a few times, and each time I'm just filled with anticipation to see what he's going to pull out of his duffel bag.
It's like a magic trick. I think there's a hole in the table, and he's putting that bag on that hole, and someone's under there just feeding him more stuff because it just keeps it's a never-ending bag. Herbs. Okay. How's your 100-mile training going?
It's going a little better today.
Is it? How so?
I don't know. I just feel good about it.
You don't always feel good about it?
I'm trying to have a training plan for the first time,
mm-hmm.
and it's nice because it gives me like some expectations.
Yeah.
Although I'm not 100% following it. That's just not my personality to follow a plan exactly, I think.
Yeah.
But it's forced me to wake up early and run.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool.
Yeah. I'm following it, but not like to the letter, because I feel like we all have our own bodies, and I don't think any one plan is going to fit everybody universally. So I think I'm following mine with like little tweaks and stuff, but the big thing is just trying to get out and run every day at a gradually increasing mileage with a little backing off every
I wanted to
week.
put in some big miles this weekend, but we went and watched wrestling, which is fine with me.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was a lot of fun, and we were at Lewistown.
That sounds like a question.
Yeah, I think I was at Lewistown. I was at Lewistown, and we woke up really early to go and to the 24-hour gym over there.
Mm.
It was locked. The people in there wouldn't let us in.
Why?
We were like trying to get in, and they were just kind of looking at us sideways, but the workers weren't there, so.
It really wasn't 24 hours in?
No, it wasn't 24 hours. So Lewistown, false advertising, but. So anyways, I just ran down Main Street and put in a little over a mile.
I think I had 2 little over 9 milers, so 18 and some change for the weekend, which was good. It was nice weather.
You did 18 this weekend, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I only did like 7. Pretty sure that I should start increasing my mileage soon.
I told myself, because normally if it's cold or windy or something, I'll like back in the past. So I just kind of tank it. It's like, I'm not going to do it. I'd rather live. My health is more important. But what I'm telling myself is that I'm about to do something I've never done before. So I need to train like I've never trained before. What I'm going to do is going to suck.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to learn to embrace the suck. It's not going to make it an easier, but it's going to be less of a shock to the system when things get sucky. So if I want to do something crazy, I got to train crazy. That's my motto.
That's your motto?
That's going to be my motto. Hakuna Matata.
The crazy train, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The people we've interviewed for the podcast, in one way or another, have talked about purposefully being uncomfortable and getting out there and getting outside their comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I've been kind of thinking about my training.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, I didn't really feel like running. It was already getting dark and it was cold. But I just thought, well, I'm going to make myself uncomfortable, and got out there and ran. I'm not able to go as fast as I want because of the ice patches on the road, and I don't want to get injured, but at least getting out there.
Yeah, just being out there on your feet moving. I think that consistently putting miles in the bank, you're going to make all these little micro deposits, and we're going to make a big withdrawal back in our
herbs
in June.
Just kidding.
Heebs.
That's a true metaphor, though. You put the deposit the miles into the ultra bank.
If you save your pennies all year, at the end of the year when you cash in those pennies, that's going to be a good little chunk of change.
That's true.
One time we gave all our change to it was my oldest son's birthday, and I can't remember. We had a little Ziploc bag full of change that we were collecting. It was, oh yeah, we'll just give that to you for your birthday. Here it was like $75 or something like that. It's, oh, you should have counted it first.
You gave him $75.
We thought it was like $25 at the most in there, but
was he pretty excited?
He was pretty pumped. I was like, oh, what the heck do we do?
Yeah, we take those small deposits for granted, but
don't get down on yourselves.
Little by little, you can travel far.
Amen.
I think I went to the treadmill a bit more than usual. I've been on the treadmill, and I have a newfound respect for people who run on the treadmill, because that's tough. I mean, it's mentally you have to be strong.
You do.
I did some miles and I was just like, I can't do this, so I pressed stop and took a break, and then got back on there for another mile, and I pressed stop, and I was like, man,
why didn't you just slow down to a walk?
That never occurred to me, Levi. Levi, that did not occur to me.
Yeah. What I used to do on treadmill is I knew that I couldn't run very far. It's funny because I'd run from my house to the fitness center, because I'd have to do I was doing their mile challenge, but you could only log the miles there. So I'd sit there and run, but I wouldn't do I would use it for speed training. When I'd get there, I'd sprint for a minute, then walk a minute, then sprint a minute, walk a minute. And I do that for about an hour.
On the treadmill?
Yeah, and then I'd run back.
And I think the trick too that you've taught me is you got to use incline, otherwise that machine does all the work for you.
Yeah,
and
you got to at least three. You got to factor in wind resistance, or otherwise you're not really running. You're just trying to keep up with the track.
The treadmill is just doing all the work for you, right?
Mm-hmm. And if you really want to beef it up and get all, I don't know what I'm trying to say, vascular, crank that up to 12.
Did you say vascular?
Yep.
What does that mean?
I don't know. One time Stewie Griffin was on steroids and he was real muscular. He said,
Stewie Griffin.
He's talking to Brian. He said, look at how vascular I am.
Look how vascular I am.
I think like his muscles were like real veiny.
Jeez. I don't know if I want to do that.
I would.
You would, huh?
Mm-hmm. We didn't talk about Eric's thing. Eric. It was good.
Man, he really interviewed well.
He did.
He did a good job.
He knocked it out of the park. I wasn't expecting anything less, but he...
It really encouraged me to eat a lot cleaner also.
Mm-hmm.
Eat healthier.
Yeah.
I listened to it yesterday, and I listened to more again today.
Mm-hmm. There were some things that I was listening to on the run that I wanted to bring up, but I can't for the life of me. I can't remember what the heck they were.
I'm afraid to get spaghettified.
Me too. I'm just gonna stay away from them black holes. You won't get spaghettification. It makes me want to. It makes me want to listen to some books though.
What kind of books?
Any kind of book. Murder mystery.
Murder mystery?
No. Not self-help. What am I thinking of? Gary V type stuff.
What type stuff?
I don't know. The Secret to Success.
Oh yeah, like success literature.
Yeah, something like that.
I like that kind of stuff.
Me
I don't
too.
care.
Mm-hmm.
I like Eric the Hip Hop Preacher. He's not a book, but
I listen to that, but I don't want to stream it on YouTube because it'll take up all my data.
It's probably on Apple Music. He's got some albums
I
on
looked.
there.
I haven't seen.
Yep.
The YouTube ones are pretty cool. They're all spliced together.
Oh, you like the
montages
ones?
Yeah,
I like those.
Those are pretty. Those will get you jacked.
Yep, I like those ones. I listened to on Zach and Elaine's podcast. They talk about Crime Junkie.
Oh yeah,
I listened to a few of those.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of dark, but interesting.
They should do some happy crimes.
Yeah. Happy crimes.
Is there some of them?
I'm pretty sure that there's some. No, there's none on this podcast. When we were young, we would commit happy crimes. I think that's how most of us became trail runners.
I don't know.
And it was a different time, though. It was like a really different time. Everybody knew each other. And some kids, I'm not going to say who, when they were bored, they would say, let's go have the officer chase us. Now, threw little pebbles at the officer's car until the officer got mad and started chasing such kids. And as a pastime, that's what people did.
Just think how bored we were. We had to do that. Or we'd go have like certain dogs chase us. We'd get like within their vicinity, but we could still run.
You knew which dogs was going to do that to you.
That or which mean people would chase you.
We had mean people chase us, huh? That's
good
horrible.
times. Good times.
The dogs by Cozy Corners, the old Cozy Corner owners, they used to chase.
Do you remember Bandit? Were you ever there for Bandit?
Remind me.
He was a little. Was he? I think he might have been Chimo's dog. I think so.
Really? Would he chase you?
No. It was it Chung Su's dog? It lived right behind my house. Bandit.
Changsu, if that was your dog, let us know.
It was like a pit bull / bulldog
Call in
hybrid.
and
It's pretty fierce.
was he?
Yeah, we lived like right next to him. He's never ever warmed up to us. I've heard somewhere that pit bulls, they call them nannies because they're so good with kids.
No way.
No way. One of those evil nannies that beats you. An old mean English nanny.
I used to be afraid of your guys' Chow Chow.
Good reason, because he was a mean dog. He wasn't my dog. My grandpa's.
Your grandpa's mean Chow
He was
Chow.
mean to me. Chow Chow.
Is that the real name of them?
I think they're called like a Chihuahua-Wurski.
Chihuahua Wurski.
I don't know.
Chowowski.
Chow Chow.
What's the real name of them?
I don't know. Chow. I always thought they were Chow Chows.
Yeah, me too.
That's a weird name. Chow Chow. Let's find that out for next show. Tonight's guest.
Gary the Beast Birdinground. That's the name I had for him. What's your name for him?
I think it was the Hurricane.
Gary the Hurricane.
Gary the Hurricane Birdinground.
The Beast of Cane.
The Hurriest.
Beast of Cane. It's better.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait. He should hurry up and get here.
Come on, Gary.
Gary, we're waiting for you. Watch, he's probably outside waiting for us.
He's looking at us right now.
Well, let's get to it.
All right.
Gary Birdinground. Check, check.
Check, 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 check.
The hell are you? How do I start
this? Like that.
I hope so.
There we go. So, what did you think of that?
That was a
Jason?
good one. Thanks for coming on, Gary.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you for coming on.
Oh, I'm not even speaking into it. Okay. Gotta point my nose at the pseudo tech. My notes. Thoughts? What do you think?
Very inspirational. The approach to fueling and diet. It's got to take some real commitment. And
It does.
Buy-in.
It does, because I've noticed that he did everything that I think that people have gone through for like a New Year's resolution, and he actually did it.
They actually did it.
And they stuck to it.
He's the only person I know who's actually stuck to a resolution.
And the only person that's given me Band-Aids for my ass cheeks.
Gigantic Band-Aids. Huge ones. How did you know those are the kind you use? Look at that.
I think he kind of sized me up a little bit real quick.
He sized you up. Cover your whole...
He's like, Jolene, what do you think of these ones?
Yep, they're about his size. One Band-Aid. Cover the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Herbs.
So yeah, callousing your mind. I never heard of that before.
Basically, toughen up.
Did you need your calloused your mind to go with your calloused heart? You know,
Dark little shriveled up Grinch heart.
I remember that used to be a very fervent prayer to uncallous my heart.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets hardened.
I don't even know if I ever had a calloused heart, huh?
Yeah, but if you play your guitar long enough, your fingertips will get calloused. Then you can't feel the pain anymore.
That might be a good way to have someone's heart. Just old calloused heart. Can't hurt me.
Like an old man, him and his old calloused heart.
It's old calloused soul.
Yeah. Phone calls. We don't have any phone calls yet. Do you think we need to take a different approach to the phone calls?
Maybe.
I think we need to go in advance and start asking people, this is so-and-so's guest. Any questions for the guest? That way we could do that. Or maybe, and then they'll ask us questions too. They're really needy. I need someone to call in and say something to us.
Maybe we should just share that number more.
406-272-6388. Maybe on the Facebook page and Instagram we'll start.
Just sharing that little number there.
We need prom dates, guys and gals.
Prom dates?
I don't know. What's needy? I'm going for like a needy teenager.
Prom dates?
Someone call us.
I don't even understand that reference.
I'm kind of sick a little bit, so not everything's all clicking. I don't know. Tupac was a whole food plant-based vegan.
He might have been into the sticky icky.
That kind of plant-based, huh?
Yeah, the sticky icky.
But think about it. What if he was? We wouldn't know. He was on Instagram, social media back there, sharing his life.
I think he was pretty conscious, and wasn't he into like trying to live healthy and stuff before? He had some really positive songs before he just turned into a thug.
Oh, so the positivity wasn't part of the thug years?
I think he was a positive thug. I'm not a Tupac aficionado, so no comments. But
do you know what I heard about Tupac?
What?
Tupac was the hardest gangster I knew, and he always wore his seatbelt. Ice Cube said that.
Really?
Yeah, he's trying to make Kevin Hart put on a seatbelt.
Puts me in the same class as Tupac.
Yeah, so all you gangsters out, I think you're too cool for a seatbelt. Tupac always wore his seatbelt, and he ate right.
You gangsters! I don't know gangsters around here.
I don't think any gangsters are listening to our podcast either. But
maybe for some former gangsters
who are coming out of it. No, pull your pants up and put on your seatbelt,
because you can't probably run trails with your pants falling down.
Unless you need to run into the woods for that emergency.
Easy access.
Physical versus mental. Do you remember that scene in The Little Giants where the professional football players showed up to help them train for a little bit?
I didn't watch The Little Giants.
Okay, so there's a scene to help them get ready. Some football players, like on a bus on a tour, just happened to break down, and they get off and they said, "Hey, can you help give us?" And they came and gave them a crash little quick training camp. And one of the linemen is training the other little lineman. Hit me, get the fear out of your eyes, something like that. And he pushed him, and he said, football, it's 80% mental and 40% physical. Even though those don't add up to 100.
How much mental?
80 and 40.
80 and 40?
But that reminded me, because I think a lot of this physical activity and trying to set your mind right for eating right, and then say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to exercise. I think the mental is harder than the actual act of doing it. Just telling myself I'm going to wake up and go run in the morning is harder than me actually doing it. When I get up and run, that's the easy part. Making myself do it, that seems to be the biggest hurdle.
Just causing ourselves to act in the way we want.
Yeah.
And it sounds cliche and it sounds like a platitude, but really it does start in the mind, like thinking and imagining yourself eating right, or thinking and imagining yourself waking up to go run.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really does start in the mind.
It does.
And taking that purposeful thought, I think, is really powerful. Metacognition. Being able to think about what you think about.
What?
Yeah. So if you're aware of your own thoughts, then you realize what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and you try to pay attention to that and keep your mind from going to unhealthy places.
Metacognition.
So as you become, I guess you're supposed to become aware that, hey, I'm feeling this feeling. I wonder why, and then you try to find out and get rid of it.
You don't think that goes into overthinking?
I think it can go into overthinking because some people just suffer from the paralysis of analysis.
I think that's true. I think that where it goes wrong is when you start guessing what's wrong with you rather than actually thinking out and saying, well, it must be this or it must be that.
Yeah, maybe thinking too much rather than acting. Rather than behaving or doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of, I don't want to get stuck there, but I think we should at least be aware of what we're thinking and use our mind to do something healthy.
Rather than...
Because think about it, like sometimes like when I wasn't trying to eat healthy, I didn't even know, like I had, I never even thought, hey, that's 4 pizzas.
Mm-hmm. I would do it and I was saying, well, that's pretty impressive. Worth one now. I don't know how many I can
let me
get.
shoot for 5.
I wonder if I can get 5. I'm conscious now, like when I'm full, like, oh man, I'm not going to eat the rest of this.
Really?
I don't have to eat the rest of this. Pull this sausage. I had another question. Where's my soup?
Your soup?
Yeah.
What? Oh, I forgot to get you some soup.
You did. I was really looking forward to that soup.
I thought you were joking.
I gave you money.
You didn't give me no money?
I tried to give you money.
Oh, man, I forgot about it. Sorry.
That's okay, honey. You don't got to kick me anything. Jason's going to bring me some soup.
It's a good thing I turned down your money.
I know. That would have been even worse.
Maybe you're meant to start intermittent fasting.
I don't know, man.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry for forgetting.
That's okay.
Herbs.
Hey. Well, our guest next week,
Ryan Lundeen.
Ryan London.
Is it?
Ryan the Truth Lundeen is coming in.
He's ran some hundreds. He ran, how many miles did he run while he was calling in on the hotline?
1,000.
1,000 miles. He ran like over 120 miles or something, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, and he's a great guy.
He is.
He runs the Billings area trail runners.
That'd be good to see how that started and how long they've been going.
I think they're an official club, like with USAF.
What are we, chopped liver?
No, we're like a gang.
Oh, okay.
Or like a gang.
We have a logo.
Yep.
Put on runs.
We're not charging no fees.
We're not sanctioned though, right?
We are unsanctioned.
We're an honorary club.
We're sticking it to the man.
We're trying to avoid that.
Quotation mark honorary.
We can't be professional in case we want to remain our. No, you can be a professional and compete in the Olympics now, huh?
Pretty sure I'm far from the Olympics. Black and go.
I liked it when he said, "I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just a regular doctor."
Remember, they always say that though. Consult your physician.
You're my spiritual physician and my interpreter of dreams.
You're in rough shape then.
I think I could be in worse hands. So, Ryan, we look forward to seeing you next week, hearing from you. And Gary, it was just an honor and a privilege and a treat to have you here.
Thanks for coming on, Gary.
Just a inspiration and just a good example for everybody, I think.
For real.
I really want to, I don't know if I can do it. I want to, but I don't know if I can. This 80% mental thing is going to be too tough for me to go plant-based.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the challenge I laid down last week.
Which one?
Your war cry.
I can't do it. I tried to do it.
Is that where you lost your voice? Were you practicing at home?
No, I was already sick. I was running. I was going to practice my war cry. And I was like, maybe I could just like stand in the back of the room and do it, but I can't. This is as loud as my voice is going to get. Something's going on in my vocal cords right now.
Sure.
I'll try to do it next one though. I never officially accepted that challenge though either. Just to be honest.
You might break the windows in this office.
I might
blow the mics out.
Blow the diaphragms out of our mics. That's a good thing we have an extra one.
Break my eardrums.
I don't want to do any of that. Do you think our mic behavior is a little better this one? I'm anxious to hear it.
Behavior.
Our mic, there's something where you call it, where you learn like how to speak into your mic. I forget what they call it. They have a name for it, but it's pretty common in podcasting. You know how far away you can get and like where to do this.
I've been some places and people are singing songs and they really know how to control their mic.
Yeah.
They hit certain notes and
they really kind of pull their
mic away.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the heck are they doing that? And where did they learn that?
It's microphone technique, I think it's called, what they call it.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't think we have it very well.
I don't think we have microphone technique.
We're talking and we're blowing out or we're too far away. We're not speaking into it. Point your nose at the thing. That's what I'm going to do. You know where I got that?
Where?
In photography, you got to, if you can have the subject point their eyes to wherever their nose is looking, your eyes are like right in the middle. So you have a good balance of white and the pupil, which is important when you edit photos, apparently. Point your nose.
Where did you learn how to take photos?
I don't know. I guess I've just been taking pictures my whole life, pretty much, since I had a camera.
Well, I'm pretty happy with your camera work, and I'm just gonna put a commercial in.
Are we doing a commercial now?
Hire Levi to
I thought you meant like
do your senior photos and your family photos, like really sports photos. You do all those, right?
Yeah, I could do that. I could do product photography.
Your glamour shots.
Your glamour shot. If you want like a headshot. Or some sort of whatever you want. I'll capture it.
Like really, you did a good job. We hired you to do our son's senior pictures and they're good.
My first professional gig.
They're really good.
It was cold. It was cold that day.
Yeah. That was really cold.
Everyone was troopers.
But I think we're gonna hire you again if you'd be willing to do the other kids. Anybody out there need a photographer? Hire this Runagade here. It's a good job.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. You can do my glamour shots. I'll wear one of those puffy like feather things.
I'll bring the feather boa.
Is that what it's called? A feather boa?
I'm sure you have your own, but I'll bring one just in case.
How do you know what they're called?
I'm almost 40. I've lived a full life.
I must not. I haven't lived if I don't know. I just now learned what a feather boa.
All right, everybody.
Yeah, we better cut this short.
Good times. Good times. Run hard and run like the wind.
Like a windrunner.
Where's the stop?